Hi everyone, Cheryl here today with KaDoodle Bug Designs, and today's video is in a series of 3 that I did for the shaker here. This one's called the Cutie KaToodles Candy Corn Peeker Bear, and if you've watched the video 1 and video 2, this one here is video 3. So video 1's gonna show you how to design the shaker within Design Space. So like I've done this one here. So this one here, and I wanted to show you, this one is the size that he was brought in, okay? So the one we're going to put together is when I made it smaller. All right, so this size is the original size, and it's about 3.5 by 5 high. I think the box was 7.54 by 9.99, and I honestly don't remember. I did not write down what size we did this, but it is on the video, so you'll be able to see it there. So I did make it smaller. So this is what we're making today. Super cute, right? So also in the video, I had you make 9 of each of the pieces for layering, and I also went over where you can just cut one and then do the rest in a cardstock, or you can use a foam tab. We're going to work together today on this and doing seeing how many pieces we do end up using. So on this one, I only used 7. Okay, but I also used some flatter, oh, and I thought I grabbed those out. I did. So, like, these are super flat shaker pieces. You can kind of tell. So those are really flat. Now, when you get into the bigger pieces, that's going to determine if you need to make this bigger or not. So if you're going to be using any of the, like, the little balls, or what else do I have? Or like these, anything that's bigger, you're gonna need more layers. So like I have, well, these are not, these are Halloween, but, or Christmas. These are a little bigger too. So if you want them to move, on this one, it doesn't really move a whole lot because I only put 7 in there. But that's okay. I figured I wasn't too worried about that one. But if you are going to want it to shake, you definitely are going to want to put more, like we will in this. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go over the colors that I used today. I used American Crafts White. I used the Black Smooth. Melon is for the orange. Caramel is the brown, and for the eyes I used Paper Temptress. It's like a shimmery blue, so it is a shimmer type cardstock. And then the inks, I'll go over those as we do this. So the first thing we're going to put together is going to be this candy corn, and I do have the plastic here. Here's our backer, and these are our layers. We should have 9 of each of those. We'll see what we end up using. So the first thing I want to do is layer the candy corn. So I'm going to start with these layers here, and I'm just going to use some art glitter glue, and we're just going to layer these up. That way we can put this aside and then do the layering on the other. And I'll go over once we get to the colors. So let me get, oops. Probably could just pick these pieces up since they're pretty good size. So we kind of want to get this to cover, whoops. Boy, why is that not gonna cover that? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with that. So I've got one on. We're gonna put 2. So if you didn't want to do all this, and I'm not sure why that candy corn is a little bigger, so I'm gonna just snip. There we go. Okay. So we've got 2 on there. We'll go 3. And then, I don't know, my glue. Boy, everything's giving me a hard time this morning. I think I've got 3 on there. And then we'll have 4. So just kind of try to get them lined up. This one's 5. And then we'll go 6. And there's 7. And we're just gonna use the 9. So we'll be adjusting on that other when we make it. So this is 8. And then our distressed piece is 9. So on that one, I used Barely Banana and just distressed the edge on that. Okay. So this will be the top. This is 9. I'm going to wait to put 9 on. So now we're going to use we're going to create this next one. So we have our layer 1 here. So really, we're not going to need 9 of these, but I had you cut 9 anyways, and you can kind of work with it. So I'm going to do, let's see, I want to do the spiced marmalade on the top piece. So we're going to start with, I'm trying to think if I want to start with the backing. So let's go ahead and just do this one. So we just really want to get this one piece inked up. We don't need to ink all of them. I was just trying to think what would be the best way to show. And I must have dropped my rag. Yep. Okay. Just wipe that really quick. All right, so we're going to start with building this piece up because this piece is going to go right here. Okay, so I think we're just going to build it on here. I think that's going to be the easiest way. Okay. And let's get some of this white right here so we don't have to see the white. All right. So we're just going to build this up. And so I just need a little bead of glue. And we're just going to start placing these. So we're going to count this one as number 2 on here. Let's get it. So we've got layer 2. Oops, there's 3. And you could be more careful with the glue than I am in this video. So there's 3. It's a little harder for me to see. So there's oops. There's 4. This is the first small one I've put together. I'm just pushing down right there just to make sure. Okay. So I think I'm on, oh, I don't even know anymore. I think that was 5. Yeah, see that one? So, oops. These 2 are going on the top. Oh, plus we'll have one more here. So, 6. So it would be 7. We may be able to put 8, leave out one of those. I'm thinking, let's get the top piece ready really quick. We're going to put this piece on now anyways. I thought I would wait so I can butt it up against the middle piece, but I think I'm going to not worry about that. And you'll see, once you've done this, you'll see, oh, you know what? I'm going to need more, or I'm not going to do all these layers. You know, you'll be able to decide, you know, if you're going to do the little foam tabs. I just like the look of the entire piece being done. So if I do this right here, I'm thinking this one, let's get this one ready really quick. Okay. So this is our top piece. And that piece, I usually say, don't worry if you get a little glue on this acetate, because you could come in, if you spray the rag with a little rubbing alcohol, you'll be able to kind of clean that up a little bit. I've had to do that on when I've made some of the little treat boxes. So just try to get it as cleaned up as you can. Okay. And you're not going to be doing a video, so you can take your time. All right, so let me see. So you guys, you could really leave out 2 of those. I didn't take into consideration the backer and this. So we're going to just leave out the 2 of these pieces. So let's check and see what we can fit in here. I think on this one, I'm just going to use the little, oh yeah, those will fit in there nice. Okay. So you could always add in, I think on the other one, I added some black. The little bats. I got these a long time ago from my Makers Movement stamps and dies. So just kind of see if you can get, there we go. We're going to add the topper piece now. So this is going to close in our, and I didn't clean that plastic as well as I thought, but that's okay, so let's just get, there we go. That's cute. I just like how thick the whole piece is. Okay, so we're almost done with this and we'll be able to move on. Let's go ahead and get these layers on. Probably probably should push those all down. Remember, I'm working fast, you guys, just to try to go through. So you'll be pressing down, taking your time, and not making messes like I am. So I have to leave today in a little bit, and I really wanted to get this video done. So once I put all the videos up, they're all up together, you know, within the same day. So that's kind of why I'm trying to at least get this video out of my way, and I can go do what I need to do today. So anyways, you know, you'll take your time and, you know, press everything down. You know, it doesn't hurt to cut more of these pieces, you know. That way you have them, and if you're filling this with bigger pieces inside, you're definitely going to want to have a higher boxed area. Okay. So, and we probably didn't need that one, darn it. Well, I'm going to press them down. Actually, yeah, it did use them all. Okay. Let's just get that. And, of course, I made a mess on there. So I'm just going to try to... yeah, that ink isn't going to come off. That's all right. Okay. So then what I did was I just came in with some yellow. And there we have our little, let's see if it'll shake. Yeah, it will. There's just a lot in there. Cute. Okay, our shaker piece is ready. So I'm going to put that there, and we're going to move on really quick here and get this piece put together. So for all the white, you guys, I used the Starlight Silver on this, and where'd the dauber go for that? There it is. So here's my dauber. I'm using the round. I did one arm. I'm not going to use this other arm. You don't see it, as you can see in this one. We're not going to see that other arm. So really, you don't even need this piece. You can use it if you choose. So all I did was color one side, the edge, and then did these pieces, the head. Just do however much you want on there. Okay, I did all the cheeks are the same color. So all the white besides the eyes are done with Starlight Silver. We're going to use brushed corduroy, and I left 3 pieces on this to do. So we're going to do the little muzzle in the brushed corduroy. And we really want to do this whole piece because you're going to see all of that. Okay. Now, if you want that edge darker than what I have here, you can come in with a brown marker and really do those edges. So you can kind of see that. I don't know if you can see really well there, but anyways, so you can do that. Same with if you want the hand, you know, you just come in. You don't have to use a Copic, but definitely take your time and go around that edge. I did one of the ears. So I just kind of come in like so, and then just come around that edge. I love when these are put together, you guys. They're so cute. Okay, and so let me do this one really quick here. This is the other ear. I've got a mess right now, but... Okay, so we've got this one. Okay. And we'll do that after. And then we have the one hand. Probably could have inked that up a little more. Kind of like when the pieces are darker, because when I put them together, I feel like some of that just kind of blends in. So I sometimes I really like to just do those edges up really well. Okay, so I think I've done all of those. Now for the cream, or the vanilla, this is a smooth vanilla. I did use antique linen around that. And I did not wash my hands in between all this, you guys. So antique linen is this one here. Let me spray my hands really quick. Okay, because we're working with the white pieces, so I will most likely have transfer again on here. Usually when I'm working and I'm not videoing, I'll go ahead and do some of the pieces in the dark colors last and wash my hands really well before I go to put them together. That way the ink doesn't transfer, because even if your hands feel like you've gotten them as clean as you can, once you go to put the pieces together, and if you get any glue or anything, I always feel like there's transfer from the ink. All right, so our layering process on this, we're going to start with these little cute ears. Let's go ahead and get that going here. So we're going to take and get our ears on. So I'm just trying to cover some of that white. I don't know why this piece, for some reason, I've got white kind of showing. So what I would suggest to do on this one is make the backer the same color as the brown. I didn't do that on this. That way you don't have that problem with the white showing. All right, so we have our ears on. We're going to put the right arm on here. So we don't need that one, but we do need this. And this white arm looks like it goes right about here. So we're just gonna plop that right there. Now, if you're doing this, you could always check with using the head to make sure things are in its spot. Sometimes I forget to do that, and I just did that with a video. But you know, after thinking about it, I thought I liked it better the way I did it. So it was kind of a good mistake that I made. So I'm thinking that's going to look good, because the cheeks are going to come over like so. So I think we're okay. And then the body, again, is going to cover. So we're going to put that body, let's get that body on next. So sometimes you can kind of just lay your pieces. There we go. Can kind of just lay those pieces and see, you know, if they're going to work for you or not. So again, I definitely like that. So I'm going to stick with that. So I've got the body. We're going to put the little left arm piece, the little ghost outfit piece right here. Let's call that the left arm, because it's probably dangling off. So we can just kind of do that, kind of move it with there, that way. See, because I can already see there's the brown with the glue. So that's the transfer I'm talking about. So we've got that. Let's go ahead and do, we're going to do the head. We're going to get this head on and get it all done up. So let's go ahead and do that next. We'll get the face done and all that. That's kind of my favorite part, is doing the faces on these and the eyes. See, that little bit of white right here is going to kind of bug me. So I'm going to want to snip that, you guys. There we go. Yeah, that'll just kind of bother me, but okay. So just give that a press down. Hopefully no transfer. Okay, so we're going to put the cheeks on next. So these little cute cheeks going to go right about here. And then we're going to have these eyes ready as well. So on those eyes, I did use just a darker blue around the edge. Again, you can use any color that you choose. You can use an ink dauber or however you'd like. So for the little cheeks, we're going to put those on and we're going to slide the eyes in. So I've always showed you in a lot of my videos to keep this open up here so you can slide it in. You can add the glue if you want and then just kind of hold this. And then get your eyes where you're thinking you're going to put them. And I'm thinking that's where they're going to go. My eyes, I always bring them into the center. And then I always tilt them up. Now you can do however you choose with yours. Oops. So there's not a whole lot of room for lashes on this if I keep them where they're at. Let me see really quick. Yeah, I'll be able to get a few in there, but I'm thinking that's going to be okay. Let's just do it like that. So I'm going to add those blues. So I did tilt the blue kind of under a little bit. There we go. All right. And then we're going to add, now you could do the lines. I use a gel pen, the glitter pen, to do those little lines. And when I added them on this one here, which this one's going to be a little harder, I think, because it's smaller. This one was really easy. But typically, on the smaller pieces, I would do my lines first. And then add. And I know I have a video where I've done that. Where I've added these lines first. Right now, I'm just going to do it. And I'm just going in a little curved. So they're just going to be oops, in a mess. So, okay. You know what I'll do with that is just take, there we go. And I just covered up my boo-boos with a little white. And if I have to come back, I could do that. Okay. All right. So we've got the little, let me zoom in a little bit here for you. So we've got the little lines on, and I'm probably shaking you. Okay. For those eyes, and hopefully they're dry. So let's go ahead and do our cheeks on there. And I forgot to grab. So I'm using just Stampin' Up's old pastels. They're just chalks from that I bought years ago. Okay. And then the brushes I'm using, these are from Amazon. So I use those for my cheeks. And then this angled, it's a 1/8 inch. I use that for the eyes. So we're going to go ahead and get the chalk, black chalk, on these eyes. So we just kind of could do a little bit. This little angled brush I bought years ago, quite a few years ago at Michael's. I'm sure if you look on Amazon, you'd probably find a set of them. Oh my. You'd probably find, there we go, a set. Okay. I gotta stop using my hands. Ah! I just want to though. Okay, you could probably find a set of them on Amazon for a pretty good price. So I'm going to use the 003 micron. And I'm going to do some lashes here. Let's go. So I'm just kind of... And if you want to come back in, you can add some smaller ones. And then we'll come over to this side. And we're just going to turn. I'm going to do them all. There we go. And again, if you want to come in and add some of the others, and then let's add some liner. Now you can use a thicker pen to do the liner if you choose. This liner here will be kind of thin. I feel like it just ties everything together nicely. So, and you could always come back in and do more chalking. You can add a gray or more black and just kind of blend that. I'm going to add a little pink up here. There we go. And if I get some on the eye, I can just, oops. There we go. I just erase it. Okay. So if you have Stampin' Up! Chalks, you'll have an eraser in there. It comes with it. I think some of the chalks come with the eraser. This is just a craft eraser and it needs to be cleaned. You could tell I've used it a ton. And then just to clean it, I could just do it on a white or a piece of paper and just get that to kind of clean up a bit. So... But anyways, and that's what I use. So let's finish up here. So I think I'm going to leave the eyes the way they are. I'm not going to add any more to them. I like to add these dots though now, even though I'm going to be covering these eyes up. So we can finish up now. So we're going to go ahead and get the little muzzle on these little cheeks. Oh, we forgot to do the cheeks, you guys. Let me grab the pink. So I'm just going to do some pink little circles and then blow off any of the excess. We can come back in on this because we're going to put this muzzle down now. So let's see. I got that there. And then we're going to add the little black nose. Super cute. And then I'm going to go ahead and get some of my white dots. I do a little bit there. I'm going to do the nose. I like to do some white dots here, And then I like to do the black dots. I'm just using a 0.5 micron. I like to do some black dots here. And I think that's it for that. And then, so now we can go ahead and add our candy corn because we have pretty much everything else done. So the little candy corn's just going to set right on there. So, oops, we'll just add some glue to the back. And then we're going to be done. We can just, if you want any shadowing, you can come in with some white. I may have to show that and doing some little shadowing with the white ink. But for this, we're going to just do, like I like to do, just the paint pen. So I'm just going to add some dots and a line here. And, oh, we can add, so this is our piece that goes right here. So we're going to need, I forgot about that. So these are going to take, where did I put the other, oh, we can use probably these. Well, those aren't as high up. Okay, well, I've got these. Let's see. So I'm going to use, these are a little thicker. And I'm going to cut those. Where did my scissors go? So if you have to cut them, you can cut them. So we want to build that up. Okay, so that works pretty good there. And then for the little bottom one, for this, we're going to need to build 2 of these as well. So I'm just using, these are the foam tabs. I think I got these at American Crafts. My other ones are thinner, the ones I get from Really Reasonable Ribbon. And I'd probably need to use quite a few of those. So I'm just going to use this. And just get that where it needs to be. Like so. And then this little paw or hand can go like so as well. Okay, and then you're going to have one here. Oops. Super cute. So there we have it. And once that's dry, you can come in and do like the little white. And I think we're good. So the only other thing, oh, and see, I hit those little dots. Oh, well, I'm going to leave those. Let's just leave it. But anyways, you'll let those dry. My hand hit it. So we're going to do these eyes with the glossy accents. And then we're done. And oh my, if I can get this in there. I'm going to squeeze a little bit out. Okay. And so on that one, I just did the blue. So I'm just beating this kind of, so it's kind of high up. Sometimes I'll do on the white too. But for this one, I just did the blue. And then we'll just let that dry and come back in. And so there you have it. I have the little one and the bigger one. So the little one measures, I don't think I really went over that, about 2 1/4, and then wide, and then 1, 2, 3, 3 1/4 high. And so, or 3 1/3, I can't tell. But anyways, super fun, super cute. I hope you enjoyed my video today. If you guys did, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, you can drop those below. And thank you. Have a good day.